listening to the Medic Materials Podcast, hosted by Mike Turek, Emily Yates, Kelsey Coons, and Gerard Cuomo. Each month, we discuss EMS news, medical science, and review actual EMS calls, bringing many educational opportunities to the listener. Portions of the calls have been altered to protect the privacy and identity of all involved.
Hello and welcome, everyone, back to the Medic Materials Podcast. Gentlemen, welcome. How are you?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Gerard, I already know the answer, but oh, never mind. No one can see it on the stream, so.
Oh, they can't see the cock on a block?
They can't see the cock on the block, or what is it? An actual frog? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's not a chicken. It's a frog. I forgot. My bad.
But cock on a block sounds way more appropriate.
It's a frog on a log.
Welcome from the great southern tier of the U.S. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
On multiple fronts, but
yes. How about that for an address, huh?
Dude, that's fucking amazing.
Isn't
Like,
it?
only you would be that
I know,
lucky.
Right? It's like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and all the founding fathers were like, hey, that motherfucker's about to get a house. Let's hook him up with a cool
Seriously,
address.
like,
there you go.
Freaking amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing.
And the funny thing,
you just sent it to me. I don't know what it is.
I thought I did.
It's phenomenal.
Oh. It's 1776 is the street address.
Yeah,
nice.
that's fucking house number. Like, my fucking God.
Right? And the funny thing was it wasn't even the house we were going to look at. We went and looked at this other one. And then they were like, well, for, a little bit more, you could get this one. And we're like, all right, cool, bet. And we went with that. And then later on, we saw the address and it was like, oh shit, it's 1776.
Which is awesome.
That's great.
Freaking awesome. Like, and my first question was, okay, did you pick that? Like, because here you have the litter of choices,
right?
And they went 1790, 1776. I want that one.
Right? Nah, if only it was like that. Nah, it was just wow, just the universe. Which means every day I wake up and every day I come home, I America.
Yeah, like you better paint the shit out of that house.
Dude, there's gonna be like 8 flags flying around it. I'll pay motherfucking method actors to stand there and reenact Iwo Jima every night.
That's awesome.
Right. Every 4th of July, we'll have a little boat out front with George Washington standing on the prow.
That's all right. I was called a method actor on Tuesday when you and I were doing that class.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you are a method actor.
I'll tell you, it's an honor to fuck with people's lives like that.
I mean, he actually made himself whiter.
Yeah.
Than usual.
Well, it's not full winter yet, so I'm not as pale and pasty as normal.
That is true. Yeah. But then he spritzed himself with a little fine mist.
Fine little mist. It was a fun time. Fun time. Yeah, it was good. So we have to.
What was that?
You guys do Tuesday?
The
SEC.
The Schenectady EMT class. I help out doing the lab, and
we did the drunk scenario.
Yeah, we did my
probably
my favorite of all of the ones that I do. Yeah.
That's how I'm doing this tonight because it actually worked. So.
Yep. And
but I'm sitting here at the table on a chair that's uncomfortable. I'm like wired into the wall and shit.
Nice.
No microphone, no headset, no nice camera.
But yet
I got a frog.
But yet you look great.
Yeah. Cock or a frog. I mean, a frog would be good for me.
Free bowl of soup.
Hey,
So we gotta officially welcome the Mr. Maha to the stream today.
Official.
Make it official. The Phil Foundation may or may not join us tonight.
He's still cleaning up after his last.
Apparently he got some goo in some places that can't be mentioned on a call.
Oh.
And needs to get cleaned of things.
He definitely hasn't learned enough from me yet. So.
Apparently. So like rule number one,
motherfucker be unconscious.
When there's anyone mentions the word psych or anything involving mental illness, you take the narc box out and you get ready.
Yeah, man.
At least take the lock off. You don't have to break the seal. Just take the lock off. Keep it where you can get to it quick.
Yep.
And
the one thing I love about where I work the majority of the time is there is no seal. There's just two locks, and then each individual package is sealed. So like you can open the box and you can leave them there, but they are like right there. You just grab one, rip it open. So nice.
All right. Well, hopefully the homies don't watch this show. They'll be like, "Oh, tell me more."
Yeah, the whole $50 worth of narcs that are to steal. Just here you go. Have a great day. Bye.
Have you seen what junkies do for $50? Let the imagination flow. But then the other thing he seems to have not learned is one must know where to stand during a staking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Behind your EMT. Always.
Pretty much. Right.
They are the human vomit shield.
That's why police are on the scene. You go.
Mm-hmm.
Take that person. Don't fight with them. Just let the cops take care of it.
If only I could do animation. If we have anyone in the audience that anybody is good at drawing or doing animation or cartoons or something, dude, I don't care if you do the Spartan thing or if you do a Viking thing, but just like a paramedic yelling, "Shield wall!" and he flips around, got his EMT in front of him.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
South Park, Operation Get, never mind.
Right. Exactly.
Oh.
The first assault wave.
Operation Get Behind the EMT.
Yes,
right.
Exactly. Oh, that was... The EMT is not amused.
Sorry, Tammy. We love you.
Tell me that would be an awesome cartoon.
Absolutely.
Whoa! Oh, EMT jumps in front.
Oh, I love it. All right. So I don't, today's call, I think, is in our standards very generic.
Is it very Chick-fil-A-ish?
No, but I'll tell you, I
was really hoping for a culture talk today.
We're gonna get into a little bit of it. All right, you're gonna see a theme develop over this call. All right, and the one thing that I want you guys to try and withhold is comments on the theme that you'll pick up on. All right.
I'll pick up on it.
I know. That's why I said try, because we'll talk about it at the end.
There's a lot of pride.
I know. It's
no guarantee.
I know. So let's get this damn rig check out of the way, and then we'll start here. So just a reminder that New York State has changed their CME requirements back to what it is, before COVID. So you're not allowed to do all of your, hours online anymore unless your agency's previously affiliated with their 100% online program. So just remember that the Medic Material CME Academy is still open. It's still there. If you need hours, check us out. Or you guys can register for the new live Zoom classes that I will be doing once every quarter. There'll be 16 hours live per year that I'll be doing. The next one that I'm doing is Saturday, December 9th. It's going to start at 9 and end at 1. If you are a member of an agency who signed on with Medic Materials CME Academy, there is no charge for you to attend. You just have to sign up. Otherwise, if you're not, it's $35 a person. The links will be below on the recording of this episode, so check that out. We also want to shout out our listeners today in South Dakota and my family in Poland, as well as our newest Patreon, John.
Hi.
As always, please, take the time to share the stream. Tip the stream if you appreciate all the hard work these fucking mugs do. And join us on the socials. So make sure to tell your friends about us. Jeremy in the chat, no, there's no CME credit for tonight. You got to watch us on the CME Academy, but you could still watch us and enjoy all the fun that we're going to have tonight. What was that?
You could always pretend.
You could pretend. You could be like, "Ooh, I'm getting a additional hour right now because that's what it will be."
You lie to her that I'm doing something in education.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, yeah.
I'm getting the education over here.
I'm getting educated.
My brain's getting bigger, or as they would say, my helmet is growing.
Well.
So
one could say that.
One could say that.
I don't, if we have that effect on you, I don't know, man. You're fucking weird.
Or they're in trouble well beyond anything we could ever fix.
Like you went over my helmet?
We've gone plaid.
We've gone to plaid.
So, like I said, today's call, fairly generic. We know pretty much exactly what it is right away. But
UTI.
No. However, Gerard, that plane thing you sent me the other day was fucking hysterical with the UTI.
Oh yeah.
On your sim. That was awesome.
I'm doing flight simulator. I'm zipping along and I'm having a blast, and I look down at the navigation system and I'm like, the fuck. And it literally has my airplane flying like almost right over the top of a navigational beacon with the 3-letter identifier of UTI. Yeah. And I was like, of course.
Of course.
The whole country. And I find the UTI. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think there's good education on what this is, as well as another talking point that, like I said, you guys are going to pick up on a theme, an underlying theme that's going to piss both of you off. And I think it's going to lend itself to good discussions at some point tonight. So your guys' system, the call today comes from, yes.
Pause. Before we start.
Yep.
Did you watch the macho video I sent you? The dude that does macho.
No, I haven't had time.
Did you watch that?
I've been hunting every day.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Stop. Put the bow down.
I can't put the bow down.
Well, I mean, don't watch it now. We're live, but
what? I gotta make sure it's still here. Is it the YouTube video one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And if anybody wants to see the greatest Macho Man impersonation of all time,
I have it queued on my phone for when we go to break. I'll start watching.
It was searched for Dan Soder.
Nice.
Dave Chappelle too.
He does a great Dave Chappelle too. Yeah. And Andre Bryant. Oh my, yeah. His Andre's pretty spot on too.
That's pretty cool.
What was the one I sent you that does? Shit.
Yeah. Oh, that one. I won't share that one. The one from Germany. Yeah.
Ma.
So moving right along.
Yeah, sorry about the D track. I had to get that out because we haven't had a chance to talk. And
I know, and I've been a terrible friend in.
Like, did you fucking watch it?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Excuses to the top. Yeah.
You know, that's what we need to put. The cream rises to the top. In our soundboard thing. I think that should be a new one. So the The call today comes from a rural ambulance district. This company staffs its ambulances with a volunteer EMT
Okay.
and a paid paramagician.
Okay.
This crew also has an EMT student ride along with them at the time of the call.
Cool.
All right. Your hospitals within this area, there are 3. There's a local 3-bed Band-Aid station ER about 20 minutes away. There's a community hospital with no specialties 45 minutes away, and a stroke/cardiac center about an hour and 20 minutes away. So we're
The
going.
weather.
What's the
play
weather
fuck
like?
song right now?
Sure. If you want to play the fuck song, let's see.
Might as well play it now.
Boom.
Na 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 na. We're completely fucked, completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
Weather report.
It is from. Let's see. This was a call that one of my friends did. I think it was clear. It wasn't like non-flyable. Let's put it that way. All
There's
right.
a cloud over Missouri. They're not flying.
Yeah.
Cloud over Omaha.
Were the pilots timed out?
No.
Okay.
They could have gotten a helicopter if they had chosen to use it. Let's put it
One
that
of the
way.
crew have to take a shit within the next hour. So.
Right.
Did they have Chick-fil-A waiting for them on the drive? I don't know.
Right.
So you guys are dispatched. The most fun priority we can ever do on this show, an alpha level priority or priority 4
So it's a cardiac arrest.
to a local residence for an
Traumatic cardiac arrest.
right?
Right. Yeah.
For an elderly male with a quote low heart rate.
Oh, he's dead.
As in 0.
He's got negative heart rate right now.
Ah,
So
he's going to plaid.
the dreaded alpha priority rears its ugly head on this show one more
He's gonna
time.
meet with Jesus right now.
So hearing low heart rate, hearing that it's an alpha, what evil thoughts start running through your head?
First off,
Said it. He's dead.
Right?
to the dispatchers, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the dispatchers, but
What the fuck?
y'all, next time y'all have a dispatcher convention, instead of wherever it may be, instead of like knocking back the Mai Tais, can you like tell somebody, hey, you know the whole fucking EMD thing y'all did? You need to fucking revisit that shit.
Seriously.
Because low heart rate should never be a fucking alpha. It's a cardiac issue. I don't care who reports it, anything cardiac, anything that has a heart. If the heart is not doing what it's supposed to do, don't fucking tone that shit as an alpha.
Agreed.
That's at least a Charlie call right there.
Because there are
A
people.
Bravo, Charlie,
there are
at
people-
least.
There are people who do not give a fuck. They won't read between the lines. They don't care. They're gonna go alpha. Huh. Let's stop for Chick-fil-A. You know, I don't care.
That's so
There's
true.
people that
though.
go to a Delta call and be like, I'll stop at Chick-fil-A anyway.
Well, there's that.
If
Especially working in a big department, say Washington, D.C. or something.
if you guys
Right.
haven't listened to our last episode, you really have to because that's the whole ideology and discussion points on Chick-fil-A.
So wanted to chime in on it too, man. It's like because I changed with so many. We created that culture
Yep.
that people think that kind of shit in their fucking head, and they're like, well, it's gonna happen.
Oh, absolutely, it's gonna happen.
You know.
Yep.
Anyway.
So is it so like WW2 girl throws it out like working code DOA absolutely like chief complaint is a low heart rate ? Yeah.
Low
like,
heart rate. They're cold and stiff.
right? Like yeah, they were dead 15 hours ago. It's
Just turn the heat up. They'll be fine.
Any Pinocchio by any chance?
You're never cold and dead.
So is there
Look for that.
anything that other than oh hey the dispatcher's fucked up again, like is there anything that you guys are thinking on the medical terms of things, like someone's telling the dispatchers, hey, I have a low heart rate? That's kind of a peculiar thing. Like that
Yeah.
means they've tested it or they feel like they are bradycardic.
Right. Or,
So
really, I mean, the question like, where are we going? Is this a house, a residence, or is it a facility?
It's a residence.
Okay,
Like,
so then this is probably somebody
I've been to a call where they've had dispatches low heart rate and walk in and like legit couldn't get a pulse and had to auscultate and had a heart rate of like 28. Like dude's pacemaker stopped working and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a bad day.
yeah, it could be something like where it is somebody who has a known condition who is monitoring themselves and in some fashion and has noticed that either their heart rate is low or they, like you said, they feel it. So unless it's a third party caller, I don't know.
Well, we find out later on that it was the wife that called, and we'll find out why exactly. So I definitely think there's more to this than meets the eye, and definitely I agree that this yeah, right. This alpha is becoming a rampant problem. And
New
yes,
sound effect.
okay, go ahead.
We need the transformer sound.
Oh,
Whenever a call is more than meets the eye.
there you go. I'm also almost done with the alpha T-shirt that
nice.
that you said we needed. So it's almost done. So the crew arrives on the scene. The medic grabs their cardiac monitor, and the EMT student grabs the first in bag, and all three of them make their way to the front door of this house.
So I take it this isn't where you work.
This is not where I work. Nope.
Because they actually grabbed all their stuff and went in.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're met by the patient's wife, who leads them into the living room of the home. In the living room, they find an elderly male standing with the use of a cane. The crew asks the guy to take a seat, which he does, and the crew asks what the heck is going on. And
so how many people do you know would be like, while you're up?
Yeah, right? Well, let's go over here. Absolutely.
As soon as I thought, I thought, like four faces just flashed in my head of people I know would have been like, hey, since you're up.
Right. Let's take
right
a
here,
walk.
let's go.
Oh, I know.
The old Jeff Foxworthy, sensuous up.
Right. Oh, shit.
So the guy says that his wife knows, a lot more about this than he does. Talk to her. So,
I love that elderly couple.
I know, right? Just talk to her. I don't know nothing.
He's in the waiting room. He's ready to go.
The wife reports that he's had multiple incidents of syncope over the last 6 months. One of these syncopal episodes led to a fall, which resulted in a head bleed. He has since recovered from that and has been under the supervision of his cardiologist ever since. For the last 15 days, he's been wearing an externally placed loop monitor, and the wife has been documenting his blood pressure and heart rate once per day. Since the loop was placed, his heart rate has been anywhere from 50 to about 65 beats per minute when they check it once per day. The last 3 days, his heart rate has been holding in the high 40s, but now today when they took it, it was 32 beats per minute.
Okay, so we know something's off.
Right. They contacted the physician, and they were told to get to the fucking hospital right away. This is when the wife called for 911. So what are you guys thinking about that report from the wife?
I think it's fantastic.
Yep.
Here you have somebody, you have a doting, I love the doting wife, because the doting wife knows all the trends.
Yes.
So that's why as soon as she saw that, she picked right up on it, like, nope, not right, gotta go. And I'm going to believe everything she says. I'm going to make sure we get whatever information we get from her, as far as her history, what the deal is, why is the cardiology, seeing him and everything. And yeah, I mean, I'm good with what I got here. Let's get a move on. We'll do a full workup, throw a 12 lead on him, and do the whole shebang bang.
I agree. Butch, do you have anything to add?
I mean, if we can get some kind of, I mean, sometimes you can get a good interrogation from the cardiologist if you can get it from loop monitor. You
Yeah.
grab that. If not, let's just go.
Right. And in this case, I think, something to note is the use of the external loop, the one that literally like suction cups to the chest and stays there. Those are a fairly newer device than the implantable ones, like the one I had. So that's cool that is being used, and she knew about it. And, it's great. Like you said, Gerard, with the doting wife, having all of this information, we know what's going on more or less right away, minus the root cause of why is he bradycardic.
Right. And at this point in time, before we get, for us to get rolling, and I've got enough information to let me know, hey, you know what? I don't care about the root cause at this particular moment.
Exactly.
All I know is we've got enough good, solid info. Let's get the show on the road. We'll figure the rest out on the way.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm not going to fix the underlying cause of what's going on.
Right.
He needs a specialist for that. I can fix the acute problems on the way to the hospital, but I can't fix the underlying cause.
Bingo. So, guys, in the chat, keep it going. I am going to pause here because the Phil Foundation just texted me. He's going to be joining us. So give me 2 minutes and we will be right back.
Contagious.
Yeah. Do we need a mask?
I'll put a mask.
Should we
Okie dokie.
Once they start doing that,
As-
that's game on.
As Phil starts stuffing his face.
Yeah.
So, welcome, Mr. Phil Foundation.
So real quick, please tell me, you're gonna put the charges in, right? For assaulting. No. This is why the
Okay.
law is.
Fine.
Here we
It's
go.
a felony in New York State.
This is why the law is on the books. This is why we fought hard to get this law on the books. That it's a felony to assault a first responder. And when they do it, and everyone rolls their eyes and goes, "Oh well, it's just a psych." No, fuck that. Put that motherfucker in jail. Fuck that piece of shit. Sorry.
Okay.
Tell me. Let me tell you how I really feel.
Yeah, let's talk about that later when we're not live.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hi, Phil. How are you?
I don't want to talk about it.
So, Phil, you've missed not a lot so far. Guy had some syncopal episodes, put on a loop monitor, now has a low heart rate in the 30s.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I figured you'd be okay with that.
It was alpha too.
And it was an alpha, exactly. You know, because
Sick,
why?
sick person?
No, just alpha, low heart rate. Yep.
White takes care of the monitoring. She knows all the good stuff.
Yeah, wife is a wealth of knowledge. Like she's good. So let's see here. Let me go back to life.
True reality.
Wah, wah, wah. All right. Let's see. All right, here we go. Okie dokie. So, now let's go into their first assessment here. Now you guys would all expect that this crew having an EMT student with them would be like, here, EMT student, just do stuff. Do the initial physical, do the primary. That would be smart. That would be almost too smart for our kind of show.
Talk to the patient, get demos.
Exactly. Talk to the patient, get a history, get demos, ask OPQRST and sample because that's what they know how to do. Like, that would all be intelligent.
Yep.
This crew tells the student that they are not to touch nor talk to said patient, just
What?
observe.
No.
So then the medic begins their initial physical exam. The gentleman they find alert and oriented ×4.
Because we're so great at patient assessments.
Absolutely, right? Airway is patent, clear of any fluid or debris. Breathing is
Yeah,
easy
hold on.
and unlabored. Equal chest rise, clear lung sounds in all fields. Radial pulses are present, but they're very faint, they're very weak, and they're irregular. Skin is pale in color, but otherwise unremarkable. No clammy, no diaphoresis, no coolness, nothing like that. Now, while the medic is conducting their initial exam, their volunteer EMT begins connecting the cardiac monitor to obtain baseline vital signs. During this, the EMT student again pushes forward and asks if they can get a manual pressure for the crew to practice their vital sign taking. But they are again denied, and they're told, and I quote, "Yours will not be accurate. The monitor will be." End quote.
Okay, so this is a paramedic with no experience.
This is a volunteer EMT that's telling them this.
Wait, who's working the monitor?
The volunteer EMT is working the monitor.
Where's the paramedic?
He's doing other things, like assessy things. Listening to lung sounds and stuff.
Oh, so he's doing EMT things while EMT is doing paramedic things.
Yes.
So it's opposite day.
It's opposite. It's upside down day.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So,
Great.
Again, this EMT student is shunned into the corner and, said, "Yep, nope, you can just stay there. So initial vital signs return as a blood pressure of 117 over 99, a heart rate of 35 and irregular when it is felt, a respiratory rate of 14 unlabored, SpO2 of 92% on room air, and for Emily, they whip out the old BG, they take a BG, and it is 131 milligrams per deciliter.
Did they say, excuse me, while I whip this out before they pulled it out?
Probably not.
I'm
Was that them extra points?
gonna tell you that the blood pressure is probably not accurate. Just a thought.
So give me your thoughts on that, because my next question is, what are your thoughts so far, and where do you want these guys going next?
This volunteer is a dick.
You're right.
So
Well-
how was? Do we have any comments on how the patient was acting at all? Like the patient's alert oriented.
Yep, alert and oriented
Score
times 4,
PTSD.
answering all questions.
Did we get a medical history?
We do. There is a history of hypotension, chronic hypotension, and TBI.
Okay. So he's got the chronic,
Got the chronic,
and we're not showing that on the monitor because, the monitor is always accurate.
correct?
And did we know what the cardiologist is doing with what's going on with his heart that they're doing this monitor? And
I assume because they found that I don't know for a fact. Like, I don't know exactly why the guy got a loop. I can only assume that they're thinking that his multiple syncopal episodes are caused by bradycardia.
Okay.
So that's why he ended up getting the loop. What was that?
Are you guys talking about me?
No, you're tachycardic, not bradycardic. If
was
anybody,
gonna
they're
say,
talking about me.
I was going to say, keep drinking that Monster. We'll be talking about you in a minute.
Yeah. What flavor is that, Phil?
Low carb.
Blue,
Low carb. Mm-hmm.
It's low carb, but it's, high energy.
Right.
Shit'll kill me, but I won't be fat.
Yeah. So, did
Try that.
anything else that you like? There's the guy has no other history, no known allergies, and there's
I'm all for.
there's a med
I'm all
list
for
this
taking-
long.
Yeah, I'm all for taking the seat, put him in the driver's seat, and say let's get it on, and we'll throw a 12 lead on, get a nice 12 lead before we roll, and
You would hope.
keep the student in the back with me, and I will now start having the student take manual stuff and do an assessment, and whatever else they want to do while I'm doing the rest of my paramedic stuff.
You would think
So-
that would be intelligent, right?
We'll get an IV going, maybe get some fluid in. When we actually take a pressure and find out it's actually soft and not 119 over 90.
Yep.
They'll probably get a little fluid action. And honestly, if he's mentating and everything's cool at the 35 that he's at, and we'll monitor and see what kind of rhythm we got. But I'm good with fluid, and let's just go where they know him, and they know what to do with him. I'm not gonna intervene just yet.
I'm probably still putting some pads on him just in case we start slipping down that slope.
I was thinking of drawing up. Well, depending on what we see on the monitor, you might have some atropine going, but yeah, maybe at 35, yeah, probably not a bad idea to go for the pads,
Just in case.
just in case.
How
Yes. Be prepared.
How many syncopal episodes did he end up having? Was it 2 or was it 40?
They just gave me a report of multiple over the course of 6 months.
Oh, I thought you meant right now he had multiple.
Nope. So let me go back and just fill in with what
Don't be filling me with nothing. Hold on now. Wait a minute.
he got enough.
He already had his fill tonight.
I was gonna say he already had his fill tonight. So here's what the wife reports. The wife reports that he's had multiple incidents of syncope over the last 6 months. One led to a fall, which resulted in a head bleed. He's since recovered and has been under the supervision of his cardiologist ever since. For the last 15 days, he's been wearing an external loop monitor, and the wife has been documenting his blood pressure and heart rate once per day. Since the loop was placed, his heart rate has been anywhere from 50 to 65. The last 3 days, his heart rate has been holding in the high 40s, but today it was found to be 32. This is when they called the doctor, and the doctor was like, call EMS, get to the hospital. So that's the story.
So he's had a gradual decrease in
heart
rate. Baseline heart rate.
Correct.
That's good.
Yep. That's
good.
Perfect. Right. So
I don't mind the gradual ones. It's the rapid ones that suck.
Yeah. Hey, let's just be thankful that the fucker's not dead on the floor, stiff as a board, because it was an alpha.
Right. I mean, so far, I'm still arguing the alpha, but we might be in Bravo territory, you know?
It's a possibility. Yep.
It's still not Charlie or Delta. Yeah, we lost him.
Not yet, at least. Yeah. Where'd Butchie go? Or where'd Philly go?
Butchie's right there.
I know. Butchie's right. Well, they switched places on this screen. There we go.
There we go.
So
you gotta stop that.
The
Whatever you're doing.
continues their questioning and finds out that he's denying any chest pain, any shortness of breath. He's also denying headaches, the feeling of dizziness, feeling lightheaded when moving or standing. So he's denying everything. He's cool as a cucumber. All
this
right?
motherfucker's going to BLS him, isn't he?
He's going to be a BLS straight to the grave. So then the EMT, the volunteer EMT, not the student EMT, does more paramedic-y things and connects the EKG lines, the EKG cables.
Good for him.
Right? I know. This is such a good volunteer EMT. Like, I'm so proud. He's
probably the one that tells everyone that, you know, he could have passed paramedic school, but, you know,
chose not to go. Yeah.
Chose not to go,
Yeah.
you know, but, you know, he could do everything they can do.
Absolutely.
You know.
So
He's got 37 blue lights in his car. You know.
Yeah.
So
18 things hanging off my utility belt.
Oh, absolutely.
3 pagers.
4 pagers. Or 3 pagers and a radio.
Oh, yeah.
4 sets of Raptor shears in case one gets dirty.
His own personal lacquer strap for the radio.
Yep.
Yeah. Not the one that work. You got to bring your own from home.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
So with the leather engraved name on it.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
Gotta have that.
So the initial 4 lead returns as what the medic describes as a 3rd degree heart block.
Ooh.
A 12 lead was also obtained. It shows the same in what they believe was a 3rd degree heart block.
Ooh.
So I'm going to pause here. All right. For the people on the stream, I'm going to show the EKGs because I got copies of them. But if you guys check your email, you will also see that I sent you the copies of the 12 leads. Let's see. Let me put it up here for the peoples.
Ooh, let's see. Ooh, I don't like that.
You should see 12. We're looking at 12 lead 1 right now.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yep. So there's a wee bit of artifact in it, right? It's a little wavy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You know, but what are you guys seeing in this 12 lead? Because everybody's looking at it on the stream right now.
I see depression and AVL.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
The Maha. We get no for that. If you have no fucking idea what we're talking about, make sure to go listen to the Maha's 12 Leads for Dummies episode.
Oh shit, that was great.
So, it's incredibly slow. It is most definitely in the 30s.
Yeah.
Right? And definitely AVL depressions, right? You can clearly see that there's, missing QRSs with P waves in there, right? Are you guys going along with 3rd degree heart block here?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah,
there's
like
nothing-
the places that don't have artifact, you can see the P wave to QRS mismatch.
I was gonna say, I mean, like you can see like that little P wave, and it's like it's just out there all by its little lonesome. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something, but ain't nobody listening.
Exactly. So once I saw these, I definitely concurred that this was indeed a 3rd degree heart block. So WW2 Girl says, I'm no medic, but I could say that does not look normal. 100% abso-freaking-lutely.
I ain't a doctor.
You're right. I ain't no cardiologist, but those squiggly lines are a little bit too squiggly. So, if you guys agree that this is 3rd degree heart block, seeing what you're seeing, what are your immediate next steps for this patient if you guys are the ones treating him?
Take him to the hospital.
Absolutely. Get him to the fucking cardiologist hospital, please.
We're going to the cardiac center. We're gonna run fluids.
Yep.
We'll do a little fluid challenge.
Yep.
You know. I think at this point, pads are probably a good idea to now that we have confirmation to go ahead and put those on. Just to be safe.
Just in case. Because if he's already declining,
Yeah.
what's going to happen? He's going to decline even more, right?
Right.
And then,
Right.
yeah, you'll be behind.
But then
the
you get
eight
a
ball.
nice stable rhythm.
Well, and then you also have I guess depending on where you work, there are still some protocols that state if there is symptomatic, and even though it's a 3rd degree, go ahead and try the atropine for absolutely no fucking reason whatsoever.
Yep.
But so I don't think I would probably go that route, but
No.
Yeah.
And, 3rd degrees need electricity, right? And we'll talk about, the AV junction and atropine at the end. But yeah, this guy, the only treatment that they should be doing, if any, is electricity on this guy.
yeah, like I
It's that
said,
simple.
right now without him being symptomatic for anything, I'm like
Right, hands
Fluid.
off.
fluid. Let's just go.
Right,
You know?
agreed, 100%. So the crew assists him to the stretcher, to the stair chair, and then moves him out to the awaiting stretcher. And they begin transport to the cardiac center an hour and 20 minutes away. And during transport, he's still not complaining of any pain or discomfort, nor any shortness of breath. He's still alert and oriented ×4. The medic does start a successful 18 gauge to the left AC. They hang 1,000 bag of normal saline, and they infuse approximately 300 mLs of the normal saline. This medic does go ahead and give 1 milligram of atropine. Again, heart rate's maintaining in the mid 30s, but of course we all know that you're not going to see anything. So no change is seen after that admin.
Okay, so wait, you got a successful 18,
Yep.
and how far away to the hospital did he go to?
Hour and 20.
And he only got 300 mLs in.
Maybe he ran it really slow. I don't know.
Okay. Math's not math in there, but
I don't know, man. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe they weren't doing like a fluid bolus. Maybe it was more like a maintenance
Even a
drip.
K- even a
I don't.
KVO.
You want to get?
I don't know.
But
All right,
I'd want
We know it's-
to get fluids on board before I start,
yeah,
giving meds,
I'm just saying the guy's not hypotensive according to what they're getting. So,
Yeah, but so like, what's going to happen when his heart rate actually does speed up?
I'm not saying you guys
the
are
atropine
wrong.
works and you don't prime the tank, so when the pump speeds up, you're going to get a decreased cardiac output because it's not going to be able to compensate for the sudden normalization of the heart rate.
Yep.
It's
me.
it's almost like
I
He
get
doesn't
what
bring
you're
us when he
saying.
does speak. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah. He should speak more often.
Yeah,
I would if my ribs weren't fucking broken.
that math wasn't mathing much. I was like, wait a second, what? We went an hour and a half away, only 300 mLs in?
Yeah.
right.
It was a 24 in the AC. Let's get,
Yeah,
Let's give credit where credit's due.
And hold on, didn't I just do a post on this on Facebook? Like,
Yes, because I commented on it.
Yeah. So what the fuck was the math numbers on an 18 gauge? I don't even remember.
20, I think 22 minutes you can, no, I'm sorry. 12 minutes you can infuse a whole liter bag if you run it wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there should be like 6 liters in this guy by the time they get to the ER.
Well, I mean, granted, that's if the patient keeps their arm straight and there's no valve, then,
Right. And they actually use a loop that's big and all those other things. Yeah, I get it. So, going back to the EMT student, the EMT student again asks if they can perform any questioning or assessments, and the paramedic at this point, because the volley EMT is driving, just goes, nope, just sit there. You're good. And the medic then proceeds to sit there with the EMT student, and neither one talks to the patient for the remainder of the transport.
What?
Yep. They just sit there in weird, awkward silence.
Working on their chart.
Probably.
Texting.
Was this medic like 50 years old and divorced 4 times? Was he hitting on the EMT student, or were they just sitting there in silence?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Or he was texting somebody, or
Could have been. So the heart rate would remain between 32 at the lowest and 37 at the highest. It remained irregular until the 3rd degree heart block became sort of like P wave couplets. I will ask you guys.
I call that an uh-oh.
I call you guys to go to your second attachment on that thing, that email that I sent you.
That's called somebody's knocking but nobody's home.
Right? So it's like,
Are you a fan of Metallica?
It was really interesting in that it's like P-Wave, QRS. P-Wave, QRS.
Keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Right? So what are you guys thinking about that 12 lead that you're looking at now?
His heart's getting tired.
We've gone from bad to worse. Well, I mean, his heart's sick. It's just, this is why he's being monitored.
Correct. This is why he's being monitored, right? And it's almost like his SA node is dying in front of him.
Yeah.
Sick sinus syndrome.
Sinus syndrome.
Bingo. So going into the chat here, WW2 Girl says, did this patient get put on any O2? No, they did not. Their SpO2 never dropped below 92, 93. So I'm assuming that's why they didn't put them on oxygen. And what kind of patient care is that in regards to not talking at all to the providers or to the patient?
Shitty patient care.
It's shitty. Like, yeah.
I think I have more and more,
Yeah, I think this one goes good for that one.
Stupid idiot.
Good one.
So
That's a good one. Let me see if I got one for it too. Let me see what we got here. What do I got over here? Oh, soundboard. There we go.
You're fired.
Oh, they got rid of all mine. Oh, that's right, because I'm not on the computer.
Oh,
right,
that's a bummer. So
I was gonna do the you're fired, but
So vital signs are taken throughout this, but they didn't report all of them to me. But the next one that is reported to me is a blood pressure of 149/77.
Lie.
A heart rate of 3.6 and irregular, respiratory rate of 1.4 and unlabored, and an SpO2 of 93% on the room air.
What kind of monitor are they on? The life pack or Zoe?
I believe it was a life pack. Yeah. It didn't have shitty tracings like a Zol would. So I'm going to assume it was a life pack. So
you're reading a lot of road noise on that blood pressure.
Yep. So vitals, from what is reported, actually remained fairly similar for the remainder of the transfer. He remains alert and oriented ×4 and without any pain or complaints.
Flag on the play. Hold on a second. So at some point, you got to not be a fucking lazy asshole. All right. I mean, you got to have some. I mean, you got a paramedic card. You went to school. You did it for a reason, I'm assuming. It wasn't for the fucking life of luxury and deceit you were going to fucking get afterwards. So when you see all this and you know that your monitor is giving you a bullshit blood pressure, nothing says, you know what, maybe I should just take a fucking manual, or hey, better yet, I have my EMT student take a manual. I don't even have to do anything. Dude, this is getting taxed on fucking laziness, dude. This is above and beyond laziness. You don't even have to do it yourself. You can just say, hey, yo, Smiley, go fucking take a fucking blood pressure.
Who's been asking throughout the call to do shit?
Right. Who's been dying to do it, you know?
Yep.
Make them feel important, make them do their thing, make them learn what the fuck to do, you know? And it might be your partner someday. You never know.
Right.
And, but how do you fucking, like, I don't know how to do it. How do you look yourself in the fucking mirror, walking into a freaking hospital and going, yep, these were my vitals. Yep.
Right.
Why? Because that's what my fucking monitor told me. Yes.
Yeah.
You fucking piece of shit. No.
Yeah.
No, because now they've got nothing to fucking go on.
Right.
So they're gonna have to start all over again. Okay. Well, they told us it was 119/90. Oh shit, we're getting 80/40.
Right.
Oh, he's crashing. No, he's not.
Yeah.
This is what he's been the whole time.
He's been there the whole time.
They just were too lazy to fucking, dig through the bullshit.
Right. Yeah,
So,
man.
Yeah, there's
It's
no
a whole
saying
story.
patients don't suddenly crash. Providers suddenly notice.
Yeah. It's the same old story. I mean, it ain't gonna change.
It's a tale as old as time.
Yep.
So I got a shout out to Phil. A Mr. Mason on Facebook says, "I see you, Phil." So, wave hi, Phil.
Oh, is that the guy you just brought in?
Stalker much.
Mr. Mason.
So this guy's delivered to the hospital without any other changes.
I'll see you in the parking lot after the show.
You can count on me.
You can count on me.
Reports are given to both the receiving nursing staff and doctor staff. With what I thought was kind of funny was the medic goes, the doctor.
Get a reach run while you can.
What was that?
I told him while you can, get a reach run.
Oh.
The man bun drives them
No
all
homo.
crazy.
The doctor apparently came over and was like, "Hey, so this guy's bradycardic?" And the medic's like, "Yeah, this guy is bradycardic." And the doctor's like, "Well, how bradycardic is bradycardic?" And
How bradycardic is he?
Right.
He was so
He's so
bradycardic.
bradycardic.
Oh, bradycardic.
that his blood pressure is 149/79.
Right.
I call bullshit.
So,
Lies, deception.
I'm glad I can entertain you guys. They're saying, that he's been sustained in the 30s without any other deficits, like the entire call. So we all know this guy, is gonna get a pacemaker. He's in the cath lab getting a pacemaker within the hour, and he's released the following day.
At least they took him to the right place and didn't take him for stabilization.
Oh, I know. God forbid.
Where was the EJ? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Same
overall,
place as the manual blood pressure.
right? So overall, not crazy, right? This isn't a super crazy one that we've done.
This is a Bravo Alpha.
It's a Bravo Alpha, right? It should be a Bravo, but dispatchers fucked it up. Overall, anything that you guys are angry about? How, thoughts? Final
Everything.
thoughts, I should say.
Read my mind. Tell me what I'm angry about.
Oh, we'll
Okay,
get to
first
why
of all,
you're
he
angry.
didn't let the fucking EMT do anything. He didn't let the EMT do any fucking thing like they should have let him do. The volunteer EMT should have shut his fucking mouth and just
The overall, and this is so as I alluded to in the beginning, the under theme of this episode was the treatment of that EMT student. And
Mhm.
it is appalling to me that there are clinicians out there that
Oh, don't call them clinicians. They're not.
okay, there's
They're not.
assholes out there
But yeah, there you go.
that sit there and treat students who are there to learn and who want to learn. Have an
Who they were
eagerness.
at 1.2.
Right. And then they go and treat them like they're, low class citizens. If they're on a scheduled ride time, right? They are there in a capacity where they can actually do the skills, right? It might not be 100% of the skills, but it's skills nonetheless. And, I do not send any of my students, and this is more or less across the board for EMT classes, at least in this state, without CPR, without management of taking BLS vital signs, and doing a basic assessment.
They have to learn to bake before they go.
they got to
Well,
bake
hey,
the
you know,
damn
brownies,
pie.
Fucking A.
So if they,
Right.
if they, and I will not send my students out until after cardiac and respiratory lectures. So they've gotten,
I would say
they've gotten
students
cardiac,
shouldn't be-
respiratory, shock. They've gotten medications, assessment,
Yeah,
like
students should not be going
CPR.
on right time unless they can do CPR and do a patient assessment.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And yet here's crews that are like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
And I'm willing to bet they're the same ones. Their shoelaces are all done, or they got like the super fucking like $500 fucking hikes. With one, it's one end of the spectrum or the other, and the shirt's undone, and they're all just fucking like, yeah, man, I've been there, done that. I've been doing this for 6 months. I'm all that in the bag of fucking donuts.
I've seen everything, done
I've
everything.
seen it all, man.
Yeah, it's it is so wild to me how
Oh.
you can sit there and you can tell the EMT student, yeah, I'm going to use the monitor because you're not going to be accurate because you suck. Or, yeah, no, you're not allowed to touch the patient. You can just stand there. Like, that's unbelievable to me. Like, how are they supposed to learn if you're just like, yeah, watch me do shit?
Mm.
But
But
on the opposite end of that spectrum, there are those students who will get in the ambulance and you'll be like, hey, you want to do this thing? You want to do that thing? You want to do this thing? And they sit there, well, I was like, wait, it's just your time here to learn.
agreed.
Well, let's do a thing. And they won't do anything. I'd be like, okay.
But here you had one that was like, I want to do shit.
Right. You had the eager beaver here.
Right. And they're like fucking, no, we're just going to sit here and stare at each other the whole hour and 20 minutes. Because the fuck?
Because
Like, what did you do for an hour and 20 minutes, dude? I mean, like, I can't, again, they got to be sitting there playing on the fucking phone or doing something because there's no way you're sitting there not talking to a patient, not discussing stuff with an EMT student for an hour and 20 minutes and just staring at each other.
Yeah.
Because that's just,
Because 2 out of 4 of these people in this little chat here will know that if they want to learn anything from me, I'm happy to teach them anything. I know.
absolutely.
As soon as they put that wall up, like I know everything, I'm done with
Oh,
it.
Right.
well, then you know, what do I need to be here for?
Agreed.
It's true. But the patient is still there.
Yeah.
So then the paramedic should be talking to the patient. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Tell me about the fucking heart thing. Okay, you don't want to talk about the heart thing? So what baseball team do you like?
Right.
Yeah. What what did you retired? What did you?
How
used to do?
long you been married? You know, what's going
How
on?
many grandkids you
Yeah,
have?
your
How many
wife
dogs?
seems great.
Everything.
Your wife's fantastic, man. She's really on the ball with you. You know,
Right.
fucking A.
Yeah,
You
she's
know?
on the ball.
Well, assuming he only has one. I mean,
Hey, you never know. Dude's old. Could have lost his left nut in a
lost it in the war.
I was gonna say a softball game, but who knows?
I was going to say, lost it in the big one, Grenada.
So
Lost it over Macho Grande.
I think
Lost
this
it over
is-
Macho Grande,
I think this is,
but he fell to pieces.
just a
What, they fell to pieces?
No, but he held tough. Andy came unglued.
So Andy came unglued.
No, Andy was the best tail gunner in the outfit. How he survived, I'll never know.
so
Sorry.
How
I-
we survived?
I think this is
Afraid not.
I think this is a gentle reminder to those that listen that if you have students, kind of you got to get the sense of, are they the eager beavers that want to learn or are they not, right? But even if they're just being shy, you being their preceptor has to push them, right?
See, and
Get
that's
them-
the thing. Even when I have one that was like, all clamming up and like all being all like, hold on, I'm gonna use a big word, aloof, and clutch them pearls, and I actually make it my point to make them uncomfortable because it's enjoying for me to do that. It warms the lower cockles of my heart when I in the subcockle area, and because I'll be like, so what are you learning in school today? Oh,
Yeah, we
we're
did
doing
talk about
Oh, good. Why don't you do this for me? Hey, why don't you do that? Hey, show me how to do this. Show me how to do that. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, no. Come on. Get over here. I'll show you. Put the freaking electrodes on. Here you go. Here you go. Show me.
Yeah.
Do it. Oh, you want to do it? I'll show you how to do it. I'll talk you through it. Go ahead.
right.
No, I'm making my point to like be their worst fucking nightmare because if you don't want to be here, I want to make damn sure you fucking realize this is what you need to do when you're here. And if this is not what you want, there's the bell. Bye-bye.
Right. Yeah, and that's it.
I'm not going to sit here and just be all fucking, I'm gonna oh, look, I'm clickety clackety all fucking time. I'll fuck that shit. Put your fucking phone away.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. And 100%, I think the EMT classes and paramedic classes have to start finding preceptors that want to do it, want to teach, and will be that kind of preceptor at both levels instead of just going, we're going to send you to X agency, whoever you're with, that's who you're with.
Right.
And, because you don't know who you're sending them to. You don't know what kind of attitude they have or what thought process they have on the culture. They could sit there and be like, yeah, we didn't do anything. And, we left in, the middle of the afternoon because it was boring. Right.
Well,
and why was it boring? That should not
Right.
happen.
Well,
You know?
and this is the other thing. I'm you want to talk about culture? Okay, well, here's a freaking culture that is, along with all the other fucking shit that's wrong with EMS. The whole FTO thing, right? Field training officer, right? People who are being given to students, they're not people who want to teach people for the most part. And the ones that do, that, hey, you know what? I'd like that job. I'd like to have that FTO tab on my sleeve, and I'd like to actually teach people. We're not going to pay you anymore.
Right.
There's no incentive for you to do it. So what the fuck point is there? You know what I mean? Except for just you want to make sure you have decent people coming out of the pipeline, and the kindness of your heart. Are you going to make the extra effort or put the extra energy into, teaching people when they come out, when they come out to you, or when they're new hires, and you keep sticking them with these people who don't want to teach people.
Right.
Then you have this, just sit there and shut up.
And you're
Fantastic.
only teaching the student bad habits.
Exactly.
You know?
Oh, I can just sit here and play fucking Pokemon all fucking night. Oh, good. I don't have to do nothing. Great.
Yep, agreed. So let's I want to give a little bit of information on third degree heart blocks, and then we can transition over to the end of Tor's show, because we got a fun game that we tried last time, Gerard, that we have a question that we held just for you.
All
right. So we're gonna play that again, but so
we thought of some new games too, didn't we? The night we were talking.
Yeah, but now I don't remember them because I'm a shithead.
Oh, wasn't it ALS or BLS?
Oh yes, ALS or BLS. That's right.
Yes.
Nice. Under the regular function of, the heart, and its, conduction system, the AV node receives, wrong paragraph. This is the paragraph that I want. The third degree heart block is known as a complete heart block. As the name implies, no impulses from the SA node get conducted to the ventricles, leading to complete atrioventricular dissociation. The SA node continues its activity at a set rhythm, but the ventricles activate through an escape rhythm that can be mediated by either the AV node, junctional escape, or one of the ventricular myocytes themselves. Again, under regular function, the AV node receives an impulse from the SA node. That impulse gets delayed in the AV node, assuring that the conduction cycle from the atria to the ventricles is actually complete, right? From the AV node, the electrical impulses pass through the bundle of His and then activate ventricular contraction in the Purkinjes. When there's some sort of pathological delay in the AV node conduction, this is visualized as alterations in the PR interval. So you can say it's, a first, a second, or a third degree block at that point in time. There are a lot of interesting causes of third degree heart block that some of these I didn't even know could cause them. So that was kind of cool. But idiopathic fibrosis, and underlying chronic cardiac diseases such as structural heart disease, acute ischemic heart disease, medication toxicity, nodal ablation, electrolyte abnormalities, post-operative heart blocks, and let's see, you might get them after a transcatheter valve replacement, and AV blocks can also be caused by Lyme disease, and systemic diseases such as collagen vascular disorders, amyloidosis, which I don't know what that one is, sarcoidosis, and systemic lupus, which I thought was really interesting. I had never heard that any of those would cause that much damage to the heart muscle that would cause a third degree heart block or a heart block in general.
Right. Amyloidosis is a buildup of abnormal amyloid deposits in the body. It builds up in the heart, brain, kidney, spleen, and other parts. It just affects organs.
So what's amyloid?
That's what you just said.
I know, but
it's a protein in the blood.
It's fibrous extracellular proteinaceous deposits found in organs and tissues. Insoluble and structurally dominated by Bravo sheet structure.
Of course, it's always that.
It's woo. There you go. He gets a woo just for looking it up and teaching me something. Boom. There you go.
Boom.
Boom. So again, these are typically extremely bradycardic, right? Symptoms.
I didn't get a boom out of that guy.
It's There,
You have
I
to
didn't,
go.
look it up. I didn't look it up though. I just knew what amyloid was.
yeah, that's because it's the Maha. So think like all you guys were thinking this is going to be extremely bradycardic as well as hypotensive, right? But
Yeah.
chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, syncope, overall fatigue,
Yeah.
also really good indicators that there's probably a problem.
Did we ever find out what medications he takes?
There was they gave me a laundry list.
Okay.
So
No, I'm just wondering because I mean there really were no other signs or symptoms. I mean it wasn't where he was feeling bad or anything. He just
right.
heart rate was slow and there was nothing else going along with it. I was just wondering if maybe one of his medications was masking something or
Yeah.
feeling or something like that. Like
I'm gonna
Like,
go
if
sit
you-
a beta blocker.
that, or like I was thinking, if he took like a Meprazole for something, and okay, so it's blocking his fucking whatever,
Right. Yeah, you never know.
But you never know. I mean, he could be taking like Zofran, and okay, he's not feeling nauseous.
Yep. So this one was, I think, the coolest thing that I found out while researching this topic was an anterior wall MI with an intranodal complete heart block is a life-threatening condition. About 5 to 10% of patients with an inferior wall MI will develop a complete heart block. I thought that was a pretty cool little blurb that I found. So with atropine, right, we always sit there and go, oh, well, it's third degree, atropine won't work. Well, that's because atropine works on the AV node junction. So if the AV node can no longer conduct that electrical activity down to the ventricles, atropine is not going to do a goddamn fucking thing. So if you have a third degree heart block, we know that no electricity is getting past that AV node.
Right.
Atropine's not going to touch that because it only works on the AV node. So, and that's been, I looked at about 8 different studies, just confirming over and over that when someone gives atropine, the AV node junction, activity spikes every single time, more so than any other place in the heart. So pacing is really the only treatment for a symptomatic third degree heart block.
Right.
So, anything else that you guys wanted to add? Otherwise,
don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. I agree. As Emily would say if she was here, do better. Be better.
The more you know.
Yeah, right? The more you know. So guys,
now you know enough.
Right? We are going to transition here over to end of tour. Thank you everyone for what was that?
We've done the Transformers again.
Oh yeah, I could have. I'll have
we
to put
transform to the next episode.
I'll have to put it onto the soundboard. I reorganized the soundboard so I could fit more stuff on it. So, it'll be on there one day when I remember. But give us about 5 or so minutes and we'll get into end of tour. Thank you all for joining us here on the podcast. And Gerard, do your job.
Donuts.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you want more information on the podcast or to send us a call review, please visit medicmaterials.com/podcast. To learn more about earning continuing education credit from listening to this episode or others, check out medicmaterialscmeacademy.thinkific.com. We appreciate your continued dedication towards EMS education and helping us advance the field. See you next time.
Well, hello and welcome to End of Tour. How are you, gentlemen? What you talking about while we were on break?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing, actually.
No? Wow. That's
No.
surprising.
Imagine just wondering what Phil was doing.
Yeah, I don't know what Phil's doing.
We should all
Those
listen.
war stories or what?
I don't know.
There I was.
Sicily, 1941.
Picture this.
So I got one thing to get off my chest, and that is how much.
It's called the hair. If you pick
Right?
a little bit, I'll cut it
Oh,
off.
I cannot tell you how much I cannot stand other hunters. Like, I hate them with a passion.
There's an easy way to get rid of them.
They are the absolute dumbest fucking idiots on the fucking planet.
It's
So,
coming right for us.
like, these motherfuckers. So, opening day for Bo was a month ago, right? Over a month ago. It was October 1st here in New York State. And tomorrow is opening day for Rifle, right? And you have dumb motherfuckers who are going to be out in their fucking deer stands and deer blinds tomorrow morning, hoping to, shoot their fucking spike buck because they've been jerking to it all year, right? That were out today in the woods sighting in their rifles. Do you really think that you're going to fucking see a deer tomorrow?
Yeah, I was going to say, I hear deer, they're attracted to the sound of gunshots.
I must have heard fucking 50 gunshots in the last 2 days around the property I hunt because fucking people are sighting in their rifles. It's like, okay, I'm sorry. I've owned my particular rifle for more than 10 years. And I have sighted that thing in maybe 4 times. Because anytime I like bang it or move it or, put it in storage for a long period of time, that's when I'll do it. But like, if it's sitting in my gun safe and it doesn't get touched for a year, nothing on that site moved. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to go out and sight it in at all.
I mean, or if you're going to do a 0, then go ahead and do it, in the off season. But it's like,
Right,
I
do
don't
it
know,
in
it's
fucking
like, yeah,
August.
but there's some people out there that they don't touch their, like you said, they don't touch their guns for a year.
Right.
And then suddenly they're fucking firearms experts, and
It's
yeah,
unreal, man.
if you don't fire something within, at least once or twice, technically to be proficient, you're supposed to be firing, at least like once a week.
Right.
But let's just give you, once or twice a month.
Right.
Then really, is it really going to matter whether you got it fucking 0'd or not? You're probably not going to hit what the fuck you're shooting at.
Exactly. You're not going to hit it, and you're going to take 5 shots to actually fucking hit it.
Yeah.
Like, it drives me so maddening. Like yesterday, I was in my deer stand, and I had been consistently seeing deer on, like, at night, right before dusk, in the bow stand, and friggin' I'm out there at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Here's 4 o'clock. Bang, bang. Like, sight in the rifle. Then there was some pistol rounds, because then I was hearing pop, 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 right? Then the motherfucker was even doing his muzzle loader, because you could hear the ping, boom.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, fuck him to high heaven and back. I carry a radio so I could talk to Jess. It's her safety thing. God forbid I ever fell out of the deer stand.
What are your call signs?
Hey, honey.
That goes some cool shit, man.
Eagle 1 to Eagle 2.
Bravo
Right.
6, go dark.
Hey, it is kind of cool. The only part about it that's cool is I have like a little earpiece that I wear. So like I'm not sitting there carrying like the walkie-talkie going, Roger Dodger. That's about the only cool piece that I carry. So like she talks in my ear and I have the little microphone like right here that I go.
I was thinking,
You
Never
didn't say
mind.
over.
Roger. What's our Victor? We have clear.
What'd you just said?
No, I was.
Yes, that happened last week.
Oh my God. No fucking way. Oh my God. That is the most hysterical thing in the world.
You got your phone with you, G?
Okay, hold on. I'm showing the one because there's no identifying marks in it, but that is a wheelchair scooter with a deer on it.
Oh fuck, dude! That's Tammy's dad.
That happened in Utica last week.
Oh my god!
That is like that dude's getting a round of something. Let's see. Let's get into Macho Man for that.
Dude, Tammy's dad was. He would do that. That would be him. If he was still around, that would.
I could see that. I never met the man, but I could see that.
If I had humored him because he's always like, hey, you just go down there and throw some of that shell corn down there, and I'll just sit up here in my wheelchair, aim out my bedroom window, and he goes, I just need you to be around when I bag one. You got to go down the hill with the tractor and get it. And I'm like, this is so fucking illegal. It's so fucking illegal. It ain't even funny.
That's all right.
The cops didn't see it. I didn't do it.
That's right. Nothing happened if it can't be proven.
I'll be here. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's just brilliant.
But I could see him, like doing it when I'm not around, and him just rolling down the hill with the wheelchair, grabbing, throwing a deer on top, and running it back up.
Yeah. Good times.
I thought you might get a kick out of that.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. So, Mr. Ma, do you have anything random for today or no?
I mean, that was pretty random. So yeah.
Okay. So we'll count that as your random shit without the intro. So I'm gonna transition into our new fun game that we're playing. BLS versus ALS is 100% a phenomenal game. I'm gonna get a couple more that we can throw at people, and we'll figure it out. But hearing scenarios and then you guys debating on whether it's BLS or ALS is going to be fucking comical because it almost caused the divorce of Tammy and Gerard the other day.
Oh yeah, it got heated.
It got heated. I'm pretty sure I heard "bitch, get me in the kitchen and bake me a pie" before it was bad. So
the secret is as an ALS provider, we can make anything BLS.
Clearly. So in this game, Gerard, I give you a particular topic. Okay? And then
I thought we were doing BLS and ALS.
No, I don't have enough of those. Nope. Gotcha. So in this particular game, I give you a particular topic. Okay? And you then bid with the rest of the panel, how many of that topic can you name in 30 seconds or less? All right. So because WW2 Girl threw this out, so everyone in the chat, if you have ideas for categories, throw them in the chat now. But this one was put forth last time we did this show, and we didn't want to do it because all of us couldn't do it, and you were the only one to do it. So,
what? The
category is World War II aircraft.
Oh shit!
So throw out a number. How many can you name in 30 seconds or less?
I'm going to say probably, I'll be conservative. I'll say 15.
Okay. All right. So being conservative, none of us. So the only one that can actually check him is apparently WW2 girl. So if you hear
Okay.
something that he's like, fucking up or lying or like straight through his teeth, you call him out on it in the chat.
Do these have to be American, or can they just be any?
They could be. There was nothing. It was World War
All right.
II aircraft, so you can run the
We'll
gambit.
start with the Air Corps, work into the Navy, then maybe over to the Germans,
Okay, you got 30 seconds.
the Brits. Maybe if we've got time, we'll hit the Japanese as well. All right.
All right. So, Phil, you keep track. He's got 15 to name.
All right.
All right. Your time begins now.
P-51 Mustang, P-47 Thunderbolt, P-38 Lightning, P-61 Black Widow, F-8 Bearcat, F-4F Wildcat, F-6F Hellcat, F-4U Corsair, B-17 Flying Fortress, B-29 Super Fortress, B-25 Mitchell, B-26 Marauder, Ju-87 Stuka, Ju-88, Dornier 17, Heinkel 111, Hawker Tempest, Hawker Sea Fury, Supermarine Spitfire, Hawker Hurricane, de Havilland Mosquito,
Time.
Avro Lancaster,
It was 20.
Halifax.
20 in 30 seconds. You had 15 in like 16 seconds.
All right.
So see, yeah, that I couldn't have named any of those.
My brain is full of completely useless information.
So this game is going to be perfect for you.
Yeah.
You got a damn he
I
did
could've
good
got-
in the comments. So
I could have got like 3 or 4.
I didn't even get to the measure.
You didn't get the Messerschmitt.
No, there's a Messerschmitt in the kitchen. Clean it up, will you?
Okay, so as I get a new timer here.
109, 110, 153, 262. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Focke-Wulf 190.
Okay. So this one should be fun. How many bad reasons to call 911 can you name?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
In 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds. I'm gonna be conservative and say 7.
I'll say 10.
Oh,
You know what? I'm just gonna say 6. I'm gonna be that asshole on Price is Right that comes in at $1. You know?
well, yeah. Whoever has the highest number is the one who goes. So, as of right now, it's the Phil Foundation.
I'm going to go with the even dozen. How's that sound?
Oh, Phil, do you have a counter offer for
He just knocked the dirt out of his cleats and stepped up to the plate.
Seriously?
I'll say 15.
Holy shit.
No.
Oh,
There's no fucking way.
We're
Yeah,
talking
okay.
about excuses for calling 911, not nurses' excuses for why you're at the fucking nursing home.
I'm gonna, all right.
Because in that
Alright,
case, we go right down the list right now.
Go for it.
It wasn't my patient. It's not my floor.
I'm gonna.
I don't usually work today.
All right. What was it? 15?
15. I'll give it a shot.
Okay. 15.
He
Butch.
He just big dick Butch.
I know, right?
Here we go.
Here we go.
There
Butch,
we go.
you count. Ready? Your time begins now.
All right. Stuffy nose, sore throat, abnormal lab values, can't sleep, need a shower, homeless and I need something to eat, migraine, can't stop crying, clogged ears, earache, toothache, weird rash on my tongue, my skin's itchy, I shot up and I can't sleep, sleeping too much, nauseous, throwing up once, controlled nosebleed.
All right, time.
18.
18.
And he didn't even get into toe pain or
Yeah, he didn't
abscess
get toe pain.
or tooth pain.
Right? He didn't even get
know, I
to toe
think
pain.
He had
Tooth pain
toothache.
and toe pain were my first two to go to.
No, me too.
So those are all calls when I worked in the city why people call 911.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
The groin pain.
I can't walk. I can't sit.
My pregnant girlfriend's spotting. She's 4 weeks pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can't
Phil's
poop.
having a heart attack. Hold on.
I can't
Oh,
poop.
Jesus. Oh, for
I can't
fuck's
poop. I
sake.
poop too much.
I'm too much.
Oh.
I
Okay.
took
There's
a Viagra.
something wrong with my poop.
I took a Viagra 5 hours ago. I still got a hard on.
Yeah. Well, that's you called the wrong number. There's an escort service. It'll help you fix that. Yeah. It's not us. Well, I mean, for enough money, I don't know.
Hey, $20, $20.
All right.
Hey.
Here, have some epi.
All right. All right. Here's a good one.
Oh, guess what I just found?
A Red Bull?
The official counter.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Nice. You can keep track then.
Look at that.
Um,
Unless it's my own, because I'll just fake it. You know.
Right. All right. How many bodies of water can you name?
There's only like 4.
Like
isn't there?
it just has to be any. Not an ocean. There's whatever.
Like-
Let's put it to major lakes, rivers. Let's not do oceans. Make it a little harder.
Do seas count?
I guess so.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna say. I'll say 15. Fuck it.
Oh fuck! I was gonna go with 10, thinking that was a lot. Phil's Googling it right now so he can read
Right.
off the list.
So he has
No,
this
I'm
whole
finishing
list.
my 3 charts that I'm behind.
Oh, you're not allowed to finish charts during the show. That's not allowed.
No, that's what Life After Midnight's for.
Exactly. All right. Well, Mr. Know-It-All, you got 15.
Butch didn't throw a number in there.
I think he
not
folded.
a geography man, so go ahead.
Yep. Him and I folded when you said 15.
Okay.
All right. Time begins now.
Lake Como, Lake Chelan, Lake Geneva, Lake Michigan, Lake Minnetonka, Lake Okeechobee, the Sea of Galilee, the Dead Sea, the Red Sea, the Gulf of Mexico, Straits of Gibraltar, fucking, wow, this is harder than I thought. Lake Erie, Lake, the other one, Ontario, Lake Superior. Fuck, I'm running out of seas and shit.
How many did you get?
Christ.
14. Oh.
You didn't say the Black Sea?
I didn't say the Black Sea.
Mediterranean Sea?
I didn't want to be cold racist, okay.
Yeah, it's all right. It's getting milk anyway.
I
The
know.
Dead Sea.
I did say the Dead Sea. I said the
He
the
did
Red
say-
Sea, the Dead Sea, the Sea of Galilee. I hit the Holy Land, man.
Yep.
I went
I'm
right down the
surprised-
list. Oh,
and
I
I'm-
should have said the freaking Persian Gulf. What the hell am I thinking?
I'm surprised he didn't say
Lake
any
Huron.
rivers.
Lake Superior, Lake Michigan.
I did. I hit the lake. Hit the Great Lakes.
Yep.
You didn't hit
I my brain wasn't wired to Michigan to rivers and stuff. I was trying to think of the one in freaking Vegas, and it's just like
Lake Tahoe.
no.
No.
But there's another one that I didn't catch.
Lake Mead.
Lake Mead.
Lake Mead,
Yeah,
the one
that's
that's
the one.
going dry. All the bodies are showing up. They're going, gee,
Ooh.
where'd these come from?
Right, and they're all in barrels. The Salton Sea.
You didn't say Niagara Falls?
Nah, I didn't say Niagara Falls.
Bummer.
Slowly, I learned,
Step
inch
by
by
step.
step by step.
All right.
Nobody like under the age of 40 got that.
Nope. I
reference.
didn't even hear what you said, so it's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
doesn't.
This one, interesting. We'll see how this one's interpreted. Notorious people.
Oh, B.I.G.
I was gonna say one, and that was just B.I.G.
So
That was gonna be mine.
Are they infamous or
Are
infamous?
they infamous or are they more than
Beyond
famous?
famous.
It just says notorious, but we're gonna skip that. And we're gonna go with
Maybe Jason Nelson,
just for Phil tonight.
John Dillinger.
We're gonna go with things that are sticky.
Oh,
How many things that are sticky can you name?
I'll go
so I
with
just
10.
I just watched the South Park 25th anniversary concert, and I forgot about there's a South Park song about what Yelp reviewers get to eat when they go to the restaurant and advise them that they are Yelp reviewers,
Oh God.
both of which are sticky.
Yep.
Bleh.
That's fucking hurting my chest right now.
Oh, I got a great one for the next one. Absolutely great one. So things that are
Things
sticky.
that are sticky, 5.
Yeah, I'll say 7.
Does the Maha have a number?
I already said 10.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh well, the
There you go.
Maha's got it because I was gonna say 8. So your time, Mr. Maha, begins.
Unless somebody wants to up me, but
Hey, speaking of which, and like in the chat, like, is there any like interesting weird shit that's been popping up? Any of these?
No, nope,
All right.
no one has given any lists for us to do. All right,
Why don't you give him a second on the sticky ones? I'm just curious. I just want to see if they're as depraved as we are.
all right. Are you ready, Mr. Maha?
let's do it.
Your time begins now.
Gum, glue, tape, syrup. I still got a long way to go to fucking 10, don't I? We'll do it. We'll go with semen. Blood.
So I was waiting for it.
Shit. Shit.
Yeah.
We'll go with shit, sticky.
Time.
What's the other one? It ends up being sticky.
Semen.
I
No,
already said it.
comes out of the same hole.
Urine.
Oh, pissed.
Yeah.
I guess.
The floors in a nursing home.
Who's ever been to the nursing home
That's
floor?
what I was-
Yeah, true.
Christ.
The socks in a prepubescent kid's room.
Right.
No. They're not sticky. They're stiff. There's a difference. You could put those on the fucking moon.
Why?
They stand up by themselves.
You could grind yourself out of a fucking prison cell with those things.
Yeah,
So I
what
take
do
it
with
he
that?
didn't-
What?
I think he didn't make his number.
No, I made it 8. That's it.
All right.
All
All right.
No, you knew the song I was talking about. And you didn't say boogers.
Oh, boogers. That's a good one.
Yes. You got one half of it.
Uh-oh. You were called out. We're on 110 minutes, and we just got to the poop jokes.
Oof jokes. Boom. We do
It
not
is-
disappoint when
It
it comes to
is
shit.
phenomenal that people are timing us on the poop jokes. Keep it up, chat. God, I love our people.
Right?
All right. The best category we could ever do. We might have to end on this one because it's almost 11 o'clock. How many items in Phil's room can we name?
I would have went a totally different direction with that. I'd be like, how many items in Phil's room can be placed in an orifice?
Oh, we gotta love on Phil. He was late. Phil, did you see?
Get my fucking ass kicked.
Did you see our new "Be Right Back" screen, Phil? Did you read it?
Yep.
Probably Phil's fault.
It's probably Phil's fault.
Yep.
All right.
Can
Let's
we
see.
do both? Like what's in Phil's room and what can fit in Phil?
I just said orifice. I wasn't specific about who's going in.
Oh shit. Oh man.
What can Phil fill?
What can Phil fill? It's all in the inflection.
That's right. What can Phil fill?
What can Phil fill is Phil filling something, and what can Phil fill is something filling Phil. Completely different context.
Yes.
Oh my god. All right. Let's see.
What?
I'm gonna go with
He tries so hard to bring us back in.
I know.
yes, I'm gonna go with 10.
Wow, he's
What is the actual question again?
Name items in Phil's room.
his current room or his room.
No.
Away from you.
His room that's always on the stream, not his work room.
Oh. 'Cause he
Which,
doesn't have
which
vagina door
honestly,
tonight.
Phil, I'm
Okay.
very depressed that we don't get to stare at the vag door.
Almost,
time.
it's
I was gonna say we got the butt cheeks though.
we got butt cheeks door. It's almost a penis door.
It's almost a penis door.
Depends on how you look at it,
Yeah, up or down.
right?
So yeah, I'm gonna go round number 10.
You're going with 10?
I'm
Really?
going with 10.
I've been trying to rack my brain. Like, all right, go ahead. Yeah, I'd probably say 5, man. 6, because I mean, he doesn't get a lot in. You know what I mean? Are we talking posters too, and
Anything in Phil's room?
anything in Phil's
What
room?
can you
All
name
right.
in Phil's room?
Yeah, all right. I'll say 8. I mean, you already said 10, so
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm gonna let you go with 10. Go ahead.
Oh, Phil, do you want to name what's in your room? Or are you
Nah,
gonna keep
nope,
it a secret?
I
All
can
right.
complete the fifth.
gonna
Name
plead the fifth.
name what's in your room that's been in your ass.
He can plead the fifth.
All right. Let's see. All right. 30 seconds. You got the thingamabob? Okay. Here we go. My time begins now. The glory hole, his guitar, his weirdly shaped like high school wrestling poster, the flogging whip that was on his bed, his vape pen, his masturbator sock, his fuck, oh shit, there goes time. Fuck. What'd I get to?
I get
9?
fucked twice for the glory hole.
Oh man. Oh, I should have said like fucking microphone.
Dude, WWE, the NWO
Oh,
belt,
the
fucking
belt! I forgot about the damn belt.
masturbating pillow, the cat of 9 tails.
You got
Yeah,
cat
that was the
tails.
flogging
You got
whip.
the flogger.
Yeah, the
got that
freaking the homo poster 1, homo poster 2.
I couldn't remember what the other homo poster was.
It's my track and field poster.
I can feel that's what it was.
Oh, Phil, we love you. This show wouldn't be the same without you.
Yeah, probably much better. No, just kidding.
Shit. All right.
I can say something, but I don't want it. Never mind.
Oh.
Nah, go ahead, say it. Say it with your chest.
All right. All right. This is the last one. We're gonna end on an easy note.
We shall end on a high note.
We'll end on a high note.
Oh!
Everyone can play this one. WW2 Girl says name, and I'm going to change it slightly. She said types of candy. I'm going to go with candy bars specifically.
Candy bars.
Candy bars. I'm going to start the bidding with 10.
So we're just talking about candy bars?
Candy bars.
Wow. I mean, that really narrows the field.
It does. Types of candy was too easy. Candy bars. I'm going with 10.
All right. I'm going to, you know what? All right. Wow. Because now I'm sitting there thinking in my head, like, wow, like you really don't, because you don't really think of the bars you don't like, you know?
Dun,
I'll
dun,
I'll go
dun.
12. You go 12.
Oh,
You going 12?
Dirty Dozen.
Why not? Why not?
All right, let him take 12. I don't think I can top that.
I might as
I
well
know
fail.
I look like I could, but I probably can't.
Phil, what do you got?
I can only name like 6. I'm not really a big candy guy.
Hmm.
You can try with 15, 13.
How many different flavors of vape can you get?
15.
Oh God. I'll go 13.
Go for it.
You just big dick.
I'm gonna try.
Oh.
I'm gonna
All
try.
right.
I know
right.
I know I failed miserably on Phil's room,
There we
but
go.
we're gonna try this. We're gonna try.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Excuse me. We need that. We got for this game. If someone's gonna big dick somebody, we need that sound effect.
All right. Let me write that down so I remember.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. 13. Oh, Jesus. What'd I get myself into? 30 seconds on the clock with the music.
Candy bars or Phil's room, one or the other. I'm not sure.
I know. Candy bars in Phil's room.
There we
Woo!
go. Ooh.
It's the
Baby Ruth.
it's the chocolate bar coming through the glory hole.
Heath.
All right, stop giving me answers because now I'm going to
Sorry.
use both of those. All right.
Well, you got 2 now.
I got 2 now. So, all right, 30 seconds on the clock and go. So, Baby Ruth, Heath, Snickers, Milky Way, Milky Way dark chocolate, Mr. Good Bar, Payday, whatchamacallit, Baby Ruth.
Yep. Get Baby Ruth.
Damn it. Fuck.
Not a bar.
Oh crap! No, Mr. Chew, Mr. P. No, that's gum. Fuck! Damn it! That's time. How many did I get?
So- You got
8.
this man.
That many? I got 2. Fuck!
No, you got 8. You got 8.
That's awful. What other ones were I missing?
You got Mars
You're-
bars. You got Hershey's. You got
Almond
Oh
Joy,
fuck! I forgot
Crunch.
about a Hershey's
Yeah.
bar.
Crunch.
Almond
Crunch
Joy,
bars.
Mountains,
Oh, see, I would never eat an almond joy.
Nestle Crunch,
Damn. All the big ones. All the
Alpine,
OGs.
Alpine White Nestle Crunch,
Ugh.
Kit Kat, Twix.
Kit Kat, Twix. It's the
Oh
one
fuck!
with the
I
crunch.
love Twix. Damn.
Butterfinger.
Oh nope, would never touch a Butterfinger. Yeah,
Oh, what's the one with the raisins in it?
raisins.
The shitty one. Nobody. Oh, Chunky. The Chunky bar.
Ugh.
You know, the little square one that nobody ever buys. It's in a silver package
Clearly.
because it's got raisins in it. Yeah.
All right. There you go. Yeah. So we'll have to figure out a few for ALS and BLS.
Three Musketeers.
Oh, I just had one of those with freaking Roman the other day.
Three Musketeers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
Kit Kat.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, but those aren't chocolate bars. Like those
It's
aren't.
fucking chocolate bar.
Those aren't a
bars.
candy bar. It's a cup.
bars.
Bar.
It's a cup.
Charleston Chew, like
Dude,
Oh,
M&M's are candy.
Candy bars.
It's chocolate.
Bars.
So they got the king size Reese's peanut butter bar.
BARS.
Your chocolate's in my peanut butter.
Your peanut butter's in my chocolate. Ugh.
That's how you know how old somebody is.
Anywho. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for joining us on the chat here and, enjoying and spending time on this Friday with us. Let's see. What day are we back? Oh, my God. It'll be December when we come back. December 1st. So, happy Thanksgiving to everybody since we will not see you before then. So, enjoy your...
by then.
Yeah. Oh, will you now?
Maybe. We'll find out.
That's exciting. You'll have your new podcast room.
I will.
There you go. Awesome sauce. Well, thank you again.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I put a glory hole on my wall as well.
Oh, my God. Please don't.
We'll have matching holes,
If you stick
when he comes over, when he comes down to visit,
he won't feel left out or
he'll
homesick.
He'll still be able to make money.
Is it like one of those? Is it one of those really expensive ones where if you put your finger in it, your finger will come out on fills?
Ooh, we're talking like transdimensional glory hole.
Yeah,
interesting.
I mean,
interesting concept.
That's like some Tony Stark shit right there,
right?
Yeah. I mean, that's Stephen Hawking stuff right there.
All right, guys. Take care. Thank you again for joining us. Make sure to, like, subscribe if you haven't. Share the stream. If you like everything and want to show your support, always tip the stream or become a Patreon. Just the tip. Even if it's a little, just the tip. Or you know what? Even become a Patreon, listen to all the great episodes out there. It is freaking awesome, the content we have on Patreon. Guys, did you guys realize that the episode that we just did live was our 75th free episode?
No.
Yep, that was number 75, and there is over 25 different Patreons. So we have officially crested the 100 episode mark here for the show. That's fucking wild.
And we still can't get Stone Cold on the line.
No, well, I stopped trying when he ignored us the first 15 times, but you know what?
He doesn't like first responders. He won't thank us for our service.
But you know what? Since a long-standing tradition hasn't been done on this show in a really long time, I think we should all go to our local stores, buy a frothy Stone Cold Steve Austin Broken Skull IPA.
It's been a while.
It's been too long. All right, guys. Till next time, I'll do donuts tonight. Donuts.
Thank you. Sayonara.